Om Tare Du Tare Du Re Soha. Om Tare Du Tare Du Re Soha. Om Tare Du Tare Du Re Soha. Om Tare Du Tare.
All right, let's go ahead and take a few moments to settle into this posture, relax body, speech, and mind in its natural state. Just resting our awareness in the sensations of the breath as it enters and exits our body. And as we prepare to take refuge and cultivate bodhichitta, let's take a few moments to bring to mind Buddha in the space in front of you. Allow yourself to experience his love, his care, his compassion for you and all sentient beings. And let us take refuge and cultivate bodhicitta. Namo Guru Be, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Guru Be, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Guru Be, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. I take refuge until I'm enlightened in Buddhas, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Through the positive potential I create by practicing generosity and the other far-reaching attitudes, may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. I take refuge until I'm enlightened in the Buddhas, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Through the positive potential I create by practicing generosity and the other far-reaching attitudes, may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. I take refuge until I'm enlightened in the Buddhas, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Through the positive potential I create by practicing generosity and the other far-reaching attitudes, may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. Let us take a few moments now to reflect upon and deepen our refuge and bodhicitta motivation. Now let us take a little time to contemplate, nurture, and grow the 4 immeasurable attitudes within our hearts and minds. And so here we take them verse at a time, read a verse and then just take a little time to let it just settle into our heart and in our minds. We begin with equanimity. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were to abide in equanimity, free of bias, attachment, and anger. May they abide in this way. I shall cause them to abide in this way. Enlightened ones, please inspire me to be able to do so. Now, loving kindness. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings had happiness and its causes. May they have these. I shall cause them to have these. Enlightened ones, please inspire me to be able to do so. Compassion. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were free from suffering and its causes. May they be free. I shall cause them to be free. Enlightened ones, please inspire me to be able to do so. And joy. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were never parted from upper rebirth and liberation's excellent bliss. May they never be parted. I shall cause them never to be parted. Enlightened ones, please inspire me to be able to do so. Now we bring our attention to the 7-limb practice. And here we bring to mind the whole field of merit, all the awakened ones. And here we have a symbolic representation of them being present here in the space in front of us. They're here to support us, help us cultivate merit, help us purify negativities. And just bringing them present in the space in front of us. Just knowing that they are always here and always available. Currently, right here, right now, as we engage in this 7-limb practice. They're here to support us in cultivating merit and purification. Let us begin with prostration. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind. Here we can simply visualize prostrating. We can visualize every atom in our body prostrating. The physical act of prostration, but body, speech, and mind prostrating by recalling their qualities, their immeasurable compassion, kindness, love, wisdom, care for all of us. And offerings. And present clouds of every type of offering, actually and mentally transformed. Here we have the opportunity to really engage in generosity, non-attachment. Obviously, the awakened ones don't need anything from us. The opportunity here is to imagine offering that which we are truly attached to. Offer it freely. We're using our mind, so there's no limit here. Clouds of every type of offering. To do our best to offer it freely, to give it up. And the visualization here is the awakened ones receive it with joy and delight. Delight that we are cultivating the perfection of generosity, cultivating wisdom and non-attachment. So we bring to mind things that we are attached to. Could be just our virtuous activities, offering those with a gift. Could be negativities, things that we habitually engage in that are harmful to ourselves and others. What precious gift that would be to offer, to let go of, to stop doing. Could be the things we enjoy, activities we engage in. So just taking a moment to bring to mind some things that you're very attached to and offer them with generosity. the limb of confession. I confess all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time. And here we have an opportunity to purify countless negativities by applying the 4 opponent powers of purification, already established of refuge. So now let's bring our mind to an intelligent regret. An intelligent regret for any and all harmful activities we've ever engaged in. While that can seem quite overwhelming, hard to even remember, we can certainly bring to mind an intelligent regret with some wisdom and understanding that the harmful actions of body, speech, and mind that we've ever engaged in have actually undermined the very happiness that we seek for ourselves and others. To recognize and understand that actions based in anger, attachment, greed, insecurities, and fears have actually undermined this path of awakening, this life that we have, this opportunity to cultivate inner peace, happiness, well-being. And so an intelligent regret is not shame. It's not I'm a bad person. It's a recognition that we are often under the influence of afflictive mental states. And out of those afflictive mental states, we've engaged in activities trying to find some happiness or some relief from stress. But in the process, we actually deepen prison of samsara. We deepen the habits and conditioning that limit us. So I invite you to bring to mind the strength of intelligent regret, which is born of wisdom, clearly seeing how these negative activities have harmed ourselves and others and limited our ability to fully engage in the life that we have in ways that are meaningful. Let us now establish a firm resolve that from this moment forward, we will do our very best to resist any negative actions of body, speech, and mind for as long as we possibly can. We'll do our very best to avoid these activities and to instead engage in acts of virtue, acts of loving kindness, compassion, and wisdom. Let us make this firm resolve that from this moment forward we will do our very best to avoid the non-virtue and to engage in the virtue of body, speech, and mind. Now, as a remedial activity to offset these negativities, we'll be engaging in this practice today for the benefit of all sentient beings. And let all the awakened ones know that's what we're doing. We're engaging in this practice today to purify these negativities, not merely for ourselves, but so that we can be of ultimate benefit to all sentient beings. And now let us rejoice. And rejoice in the virtues of all holy and ordinary beings. So important to rejoice. There's so much virtue around us, so often unseen, unnoticed, underappreciated. We can rejoice always in the virtues of holy beings, of awakened ones, of spiritual mentors. So important, but also extremely important to rejoice in the virtues of ordinary beings, our neighbors, people we read about. Every single day we come in contact with people acting in virtue, helping others, offering kindness. So much of that goes unnoticed, underappreciated. And it's so easy to just focus on negative actions that we see when we're constantly surrounded by acts of loving kindness, compassion, care. Let us bring to mind some people, some teachers or holy beings, some of their virtue we want to recognize, we want to rejoice, for we all benefit in their virtue. Now let us make our requests. And here we recite 5 and 6 together from the depths of our heart. Please remain until cyclic existence ends and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. And there we have this heartfelt, deep request that the awakened ones, they're here, remain as the Dharma grows and flourishes, that those who have not yet arrived to help and teach and support, that they come. In essence, we make these requests to allow for the conditions of Dharma to remain to help all sentient beings. Teachings are only available upon request. And in order for them to ripen, we need to create the conditions, which essentially means being good students, good practitioners of Dharma. And we help support the conditions, the environments for teachings. So let us make this heartfelt request, not merely for ourselves, but for all sentient beings, and inherent in it is our own dedication to helping create these conditions. Now let us dedicate. I dedicate all the virtues of myself and others to the great enlightenment for all sentient beings. And the offering of the mandala. This ground anointed with perfume, flower strewn, Mount Meru, 4 lands, sun and moon, imagined as Buddha land and offered to you. May all beings enjoy this pure land, the objects of attachment, aversion, and ignorance, friends, enemies, and strangers, my body, wealth, and enjoyments. I offer these without any sense of loss. Please accept them with pleasure and inspire me and others to be free from the three poisons, attitude, Dhiram, Gulu, Ratna, Mandala, Lakame, Tayame. Now, having completed the preparatory practices, if you need to stretch, get a little more comfortable, maybe take a sip of your tea, water. And then when you're ready, just settle back into a nice posture. Once again, settle body, speech, and mind, its natural state. Just resting in the breath, sensations of the breath. Now visualize in front of you, at the level of your forehead, the divine form of form, Chenrezig, who is the embodiment of all the infinite Buddha's compassionate wisdom. He sits on a lotus and moon seat. His body is in the nature of pure light, youthful, and decorated with magnificent jeweled ornaments. He has one face and four arms. His first two hands are at his heart, palms together, holding a wish-fulfilling gem. On his right, a third hand holds a crystal rosary, reminding you to recite mantra and symbolizing wisdom. On his left, a fourth hand holds a white lotus, which represents compassion. So let us now just take a few moments to feel his presence, this radiant white light in the space in front of you, the embodiment of compassion. Allow yourself to experience fully his love, his care, his compassion, his complete and total acceptance of you. The love, unconditional towards you. Such an incredible opportunity that we have here to sit with the Buddha of compassion, have this lineage passed down through centuries. This incredible connection. And naturally we want to share it with others. So now we invite our parents, family, friends, loved ones. We invite them to be seated next to us. Also here experiencing the love, the complete compassion, acceptance. Chenrezig. Doesn't matter whether they are alive or dead, we can visualize them right here, right now with us. Parents, family, loved ones. As soon as you bring them to mind, they are here. Now we invite those we don't like in the space in front of us, those that we are challenged by or have negative feeling towards. Invite them here in the space in front of us. Also to experience Chenrezig's love, care, and compassion and acceptance. Now surrounding you and filling all of space, visualize those who are strangers to you. All other sentient beings from the 6 realms of existence. And visualize them in the form of human beings for ease, but they include all beings from all 6 realms of existence. And this can be a bit daunting. So my strategy here is to simply bring to mind as many types of others as I can imagine. And as soon as I bring them to mind, they are a part of the practice. So my mind can go to the streets of Bangalore, India, visiting the people there that I've seen, people in faraway places right now. There are struggles, real worries and concerns about conflicts and wars, different places around the world. There's newborn babies coming into the world, new moms, new fathers. There's the people in the hospitals who are passing away. There's the people in our healthcare system, from the people who answer the phones, nurses, doctors, other healthcare workers. There's those who dedicate their life in helping the elderly. There's those who dedicate their life to stealing, life of crime. There's people in faraway places. And there's our neighbors. People begging in front of stores and people living in mansions. There's all the creatures in the ocean, animals in the forests and jungles. So we take a little time to just try to bring to mind as many types of others as we can imagine. And thereby bringing them into this practice with us. Now recognizing this opportunity for us to help all beings. Chenrezig here in the space in front of us, radiating his love, his care, and compassion for all of us, our family, friends, loved ones, those we don't like, all other sentient beings. We request Chenrezig to bestow the blessings of his body, speech, and mind upon ourselves and all others. And we make this request by reciting the 6-syllable mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. 6-syllable mantra, the Buddha of compassion. We do this for 1 rosary's worth, 1 mala's worth, 108 times, to the best of our ability from the depth of our hearts. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Now from Chenrezig's forehead, wisdom, white light, and nectar radiates and dissolves into your forehead and that of all other sentient beings, purifying the negative karma and obstacles concerning your body. The blessings of Chenrezig's body enter your body. So now this brilliant white light and nectar comes streaming into your forehead, as well as all others. And then it methodically oozes down from the crown of your head all the way down to the soles of your feet, touching every part of your body along the way. In the process, purify negativities of the body and receives the blessings of Chenrezig's body. Now from Chenrezig's throat, wisdom, red light, and nectar radiates and dissolves into your throat and that of all other sentient beings, purifying the negative karma and obstacles concerning your speech. The blessings of Chenrezig's speech enter your speech. And so now this brilliant red light and nectar comes streaming into your throat, and this time it goes right down to the soles of your feet and slowly and methodically fills the entirety of your body, right up to the crown of your head. And in the process, our speech is purified and we receive the blessings of Chenrezig's speech. Now from Chenrezig's heart center, wisdom, blue light, and nectar radiates and dissolves into your heart and that of all other sentient beings, purifying the negative karma and obstacles concerning your mind. The blessings of Chenrezig's mind enter your mind. And now this brilliant blue light and nectar comes streaming right into your heart. And as it makes contact, it just explodes instantaneously, filling the entirety of your whole being with wisdom, blue light, and nectar. This intense and constant stream of blue light and nectar, filling your whole being, blessing your mind, purifying your mind. Now for Chenrezig's three places, forehead, throat, and heart center. White, red, and blue, wisdom, light, and nectar radiate and dissolve into your three places and that of all other sentient beings. Your body is filled with wisdom, light, and nectar, purifying all negative karma and obstacles concerning your body, speech, and mind. The blessings of Chenrezig's body, speech, and mind are received by you and all sentient beings. So now simultaneously, white, red, and blue, wisdom, light, and nectar come streaming into your body, intermingling, mixing, purifying, blessing, body, speech, and mind. take a moment to really allow yourself to feel purified, to feel blessed, feel the vitality, maybe even feel a little lighter than you once were. Such an incredible gift, opportunity to receive these blessings that naturally we want to continue the opportunity for ourselves and others to engage in these practices, to allow for the conditions to ripen the path of awakening for all others. So here we turn our attention to the request prayer. Traditionally, as taught by my teacher, Geshe Sultan Gyaltsen, we recite this 3 times from the depth of our heart. O Arya Avalokiteshvara, treasure of compassion, together with your entourage, please listen to me. Please let me, my parents, and all sentient beings of the 6 realms quickly cross the ocean of samsara. Please let the vast and profound fearless bodhichitta grow soon in our mind stream. With the water of your compassion, please cleanse all karmas and illusions accumulated since beginningless time. With your compassionate hand, please lead me and all migrators to land in Sukhavati. Please, Amitabha and Avalokiteshvara, in all our lives be virtuous friends. Show well the unmistaken pure path and quickly place us in Buddha state. O Arya Avalokiteshvara, treasure of compassion, together with your entourage, please listen to me. Please let me, my parents, and all sentient beings of the 6 realms quickly cross the ocean of samsara. Please let the vast and profound fearless bodhichitta grow soon in our mind stream. With the water of your compassion, please cleanse all karmas and illusions accumulated since beginningless time. With your compassionate hand, please lead me and all migrators to land in Sukhavati. Please, Amitabha and Avalokiteshvara, and all our lives be virtuous friends. Show well the unmistaken pure path and quickly place us in Buddha state. O Arya Avalokiteshvara, treasure of compassion, together with your entourage, please listen to me. Please let me, my parents, and all sentient beings of the 6 realms quickly cross the ocean of samsara. Please let the vast and profound peerless bodhichitta grow soon in our mind stream. With the water of your compassion, please cleanse all karmas and illusions accumulated since beginningless time. With your compassionate hand, please lead me and all migrators to land in Sukhavati. Please, Amitabha and Avalokiteshvara, in all our lives be virtuous friends, show well the unmistaken pure path, and quickly place us in Buddha state. Such an important thing to do, to keep creating these conditions for ourselves and others. And so now we turn our attention to the 8 verses of thought transformation. This is the opportunity to transform daily life into this path of awakening. These are pith instructions. First 7 are really about cultivating bodhicitta, and this 8th one is wisdom. Path of awakening is here. And so here we read them together. We water and nurture these seeds in our hearts and minds. But I encourage people to study them, to bring them actively into your life on a daily basis to the best of your ability. One strategy is just to take one verse, let that be a practice for a week, move on to the next, and just rotate through. But here we read them together, and we just water and nurture these seeds within our hearts and minds. Let's begin. With the thought of attaining enlightenment for the welfare of all beings who are more precious than a wish-fulfilling jewel, I will constantly practice holding them dear. Whenever I'm with others, I will practice seeing myself as the lowest of all, and from the very depth of my heart, I will respectfully hold others as supreme. In all actions, I will examine my mind, and the moment a disturbing attitude arises, endangering myself and others, I will firmly confront and avert it. Whenever I meet a person of bad nature who is overwhelmed by negative energy and intense suffering, I will hold such a rare one dear as if I had found a precious treasure. When others, out of jealousy, mistreat me with abuse, slander, and so on, I will practice accepting defeat and offering the victory to them. When someone I have benefited and in whom I have placed great trust hurts me very badly, I will practice seeing that person as my supreme teacher. In short, I will offer directly and indirectly every benefit and happiness to all beings, my mothers. I will practice in secret, taking upon myself all of their harmful actions and sufferings. Without these practices being defiled by the stains of the 8 worldly concerns, by perceiving all phenomena as illusory, I will practice without grasping to release all beings from the bondage of the disturbing, unsubdued mind and karma. Incredibly pith instructions. So much in so few words. Now we turn our attention to the long life prayer for His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. Can't even imagine how much good karma is created to have him in our lifetime so accessible, so available, beyond words. So let us engage in long life prayer. In the land of snowy mountains, you are the source of all happiness, good, all powerful Chenrezig, Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. Gangri Rawe Kowe Jingam to Panda Dewa Mami Juene, Chenrezig on Tenzin Gyatso Yi, Sape Sete Padu Tenjo Chi. May he live long. May the innumerable seeds of his teachings grow within all of our hearts and minds. All right. Let us now dedicate the merit, this incredible sadhana we've just engaged in. There's so much here and so much has been accomplished. Let us now dedicate it for our continued growth and enlightenment and the liberation of all sentient beings. Due to this merit, may I soon attain the enlightened state of Chenrezig, that I may be able to liberate all sentient beings from their sufferings. May the precious Bodhi mind, not yet born, arise and grow. Once born, have no decline, but increase forevermore. Due to the positive potential accumulated by myself and others in the past, present, and future, may anyone who merely sees, hears, remembers, touches, or talks to me be freed in that very instant from all sufferings and abide in happiness forever. In all rebirths, may I and all sentient beings be born in a good family, have clear wisdom, have great compassion, be free of pride and devoted to our spiritual masters, and live in accordance with our vows and commitments to the spiritual masters. In whatever guise you appear, O Chenrezig, whatever your retinue, your lifespan in Pure Land, whatever your name, most noble and holy, may I and all others attain only these. By the force of these praises and requests made to you, may all disease, poverty, fighting, and quarrels be calmed. May the Dharma and all auspiciousness increase throughout the worlds and directions where I and all others dwell. Well, thank you all so much. It's such an incredible opportunity to engage in this practice with all of you. Truly is immeasurable. So thank you for all the good that you bring to the world. It too is immeasurable.
Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Om